Felix LEBRUN of France with the penhold style. Shot blocked straight from the get-go from Moregard. The unique cyber shape as well, Stiga's new technology to add 11% on the top of the racket. Felix.
These two are one of their kind, Fraser.
Really are. Good net court recovery from Felix LEBRUN. Truls doesn't want to be dethroned as Europe's best young player. But right now, he's been taken apart. Felix LEBRUN has quite a spinny forehand. It's not the most powerful forehand you'll see.
Felix.
Like his brother Alexei, doesn't take much time between serves, Felix.
4-1.
Oh, for a second I thought it landed.
No. Net and off.
Yeah.
It's a very quick shot. Don't blame me for missing it.
2-4.
Look at this men's main draw here. Haramoto, 19, right there. And Jae-hyun in his early 20s. You've got, of course, Truls MOREGARD versus Felix in this one. And Lin Shidong, Lin Winru at the top.
And the young blood is killing it in world table tennis. And I love how table tennis is really for all ages, for all kinds, for people from everywhere.
It's an intimate sport, mostly played 1v1. It teaches a massive sense of responsibility. If you lose, it's only you to blame and nobody else. And it's a thinker's game. Yet you've got to be so fit to play it at the top level.
6-3.
That was top level from Moregard.
For sure, and the kind of speed both of them are playing at is at its best.
Ooh, service error from Felix.
And you could see he went in too quickly without giving much thought.
Him and his brother, they're just so sweaty. They're not afraid to seem like tryhards when they play. They're proud to be table tennis players, and I love that about them. They have the tactics in mind, but they do not want to rush, you're right. Maybe that's tactics though. Maybe the tactic is to rush Moregard. Because Truls sometimes rushes between serves, and Jano Vivolna used to do that too, thinking back. Perspective.
That's a good perspective.
You've made me think though there, with your perspective, so thank you for that.
My pleasure.
6-8.
Truls narrowing the margin to 2. Ooh, a back spinny, wide touch, and Moregard not coming up the back of that ball enough. 6-9. Shot block. Wow, so many nets, so many chops, so many loops involved there, and it was all happening really backhand to backhand.
Right, and so much drama in that 1 point.
I can see Moregard is feeling a bit of the pressure. I can tell when Moregard's a little bit nervous because he's not expressing himself. He doesn't have a smile on his face. It's a bit more serious. He doesn't like to be like that, Truls, when he plays.
10-7.
10-7, Felix LEBRUN of France. And a good forehand parallel. He's off to a racing start, the 16-year-old Frenchman.
The format of best of 5 really works in this case because probably I spoke too early.
This is world number 6. This is the most talented player in the world, if there is such a thing. Truls MOREGARD can do anything with a table tennis bat in his hand. Goes for a big booming backhand down the short side. He hit a ridiculous one in the mixed doubles yesterday. But a good parallel one with the RPB, the reverse penhold backhand. You can argue Felix Lebrun's backhand against backspin is better than Cho Dang's. He actually beat Cho Dang Felix at the World Team Champs.
2-3.
He's in the lead again. Fearless.
Fearless Felix.
Indeed. Whoa. That's ridiculous recovery. Ridiculous recovery. And I don't think Truls has won 1 point when he's played the chop block.
Yeah, and look at the replay and count the different types of strokes played in that one particular rally. That is really berserk.
Yeah, the crowd was going batty for Batra. And they don't know how to feel right now, as a lot of us don't watching this. This is very impressive and somewhat confusing as to how sort of the score is panning out. Well, Truls, he is struggling here mentally, I feel.
Yeah, I wonder if he should slow down the game a bit at this point, or probably increase the pace even more.
He's been picked apart. We haven't seen Truls being battered like this in a very long time.
But well, this teenager here from France is determined to do it.
The last time he lost 3-0 might have genuinely been against Ma Long back in October 2022 at the World Team Champs.
You know, Fraser, what I'm thinking is how sport kind of extends the limit of human possibility. I mean, a 16-year-old, look at the way he's able to play in front of an entire crowd, fearless, and just beautiful to see, playing against the vice world champion.
I know how much it means to Truls MOREGARD being a world top 10 player. It's something he could have only dreamed of as a junior. But he's got to settle now and find new reasons to fight, because he's achieved what he always hoped he'd achieve so quick, MOREGARD. It's all happened so fast. Now it's about recentering himself as a player, I feel.
And amazing from LeBrun. Great sportsmanship to call out that it was the ball touched, and he's here leading 8-5 in second game.
9-5.
Oh, a lovely chop block from MOREGARD, and then steps around to really kill the forehand cross court.
9-6.
Beautiful backhand from Felix LEBRUN.
There he is, Khalil Al-Mahanadi, the WTT Director, ITTF Executive Vice President. Oh, MOREGARD saves it. Also the President of the Asian Table Tennis Union and the President of the Qatar Table Tennis Association watching on. But back to this. Drama. And mental fortitude from MOREGARD. He's made bigger comebacks against Francisco at the World Championships, 3-0 down to Lim Jong-hoon at the World Championships that he went on to win silver at. And he said that, he said, I didn't lose gold, I won silver.
And we'll see if he can do it here in Goa.
Well, absolutely incredible in the world ranking, Truls MOREGARD. This would be Felix Lebrun's best ever win. And to do it against the #1 player in your continent, who's also a young player, would be very sweet on the tongue. And taste the victory now.
1-3.
Well, Truls MOREGARD struggled at the European top 16, that commentator, just before coming out here to Goa. He lost in the quarter-final to England's Liam Pitchford. And Pitchford's an amazing player, don't get me wrong. But Truls wanted to win it and was disappointed. Still got all the shots that he ever had, MOREGARD, obviously, but it's definitely a mental thing.
What an excellent backhand punch from MOREGARD over there. It's like he just visualized it and executed it. And does the same again, a long backhand serve. Serve on the backhand.
Yep, hook, shovel, whatever you want to call it, with backspin into the crossover section. High toss serve from Felix.
3-6.
MOREGARD not happy at all with the number of net cords being touched.
Controls getting Felix LEBRUN's head. Perhaps he has to do that.
And the chop blocks are not working with this young Frenchman.
He's just showing Felix LEBRUN a little bit too much respect, MOREGARD. And they never usually shows his opponent any respect, which is what it takes.
It could probably be a factor of just playing this wonder kid who's much younger to you and has a probability to beat you.
There's MOREGARD's forehand with the high finishing stroke. Swingy arm, MOREGARD. Slightly more unique grip than a lot of players. Finger fairly high on the forehand side. Truls is finding his feet in this match, and that's danger zone for Felix. That's got to be some red lights and some alarm bells ringing. He's rushing, Felix LEBRUN. He is really rushing. Why is he rushing? Because he's panicking. And why is he panicking? Because he's one game away from his best ever career win. You've got to calm himself, the Frenchman.
9-6.
Can Felix LEBRUN level this to 9-9?
He can, but will he? Not if Truls MOREGARD has anything to say about it. Brilliant backhand.
Truls MOREGARD back in his element.
Seven, 10.
Showing no fear. And that is a characteristic that both LEBRUN brothers share. They embrace the challenge, but Truls MOREGARD is finding his feet when he gyms more, grows more, matures more, you know. Be interesting to see. I can't really imagine him being massively built.
Well, he's only 16 again.
1-all.
Alexei, his brother, who's a couple of years older, is a lot bigger, a lot thicker set. Punching, and when that punch comes in, it's an uppercut. And you have to cut it up to get it back because it's flatter and it needs more body to get that ball over the net.
2-all.
A very crucial point, I think, this one.
Wow, what a spectacle.
3-2.
These unforced errors can cost a lot at this stage in the game.
Unreal, unplayable, unintimidated now, Truls MOREGARD.
The woman here is also wondering what on earth was that? Where did that come from?
Now I'm playing Truls MOREGARD, thinks Felix LEBRUN, not a man who basically is the shell of the man that he was playing like in the first two games.
5-3.
Moregard, third ball kill. Straight out of the table tennis textbook. He is full flowing now, but still not showing. Felix is, though, as he always does.
Still leading 6-3.
Goes for the chop blocker. Moregard says no, wrong shot selection.
And you know, I love how brave Felix LEBRUN is. He's does not at all shy away from doing what he knows is the best.
Who have now been eliminated, so a lot of the top players have managed to be avoided due to early exit.
6-all.
Felix LEBRUN here is back and is leveled this fourth game to 6-6. If you remember, it was 6-3 in the favor of the Swede.
Truls has to be positive now in mind and body. And he isn't.
6-7.
A tentative block. He's a great blocker and he can punch. But his serve there didn't go to plan. Oh, wild forehand. He's a shell of a man. We know of him, Truls Moregard, right now. He is. This isn't Truls that we know.
And the Frenchman now has 5 points in a row before conceding now this one.
Man, this is really pivotal. As obvious as that sounds. Pressure.
7-9.
And Truls under loads of it now.
If only I could get inside the mind of Moregard at this point. I want to know how annoyed he is from the Frenchman over here.
Truls does not look like he's enjoyed himself at any point in this match from word go. In some ways it looked like he'd lost before it had even begun. Felix fighting and does it! It's the win of his career! The 16-year-old topples the top European